I would take my shoes off, but I don't think my outfit would look quite as cute. So, anyway, have any of y'all has this year been like a hard year for anybody else?
Yes.
Like just like a hard year. So I was talking with one of my clients, and I think it was like last Monday, and I was like, talking about, dang, like this year's been, really a harder year than normal. And he's like, I keep getting that from all of my other people, but he said, you know what, I'm tired of hearing that. He said, because, every time I hear that, it's like you're manifesting that hardness, right, into your life. So I was like, dang, maybe I need to change my mindset a little bit. So I'm telling you all this right now because I'll get into my story later, but I just thought this was on my mind right now when I was sitting there, and so I was like, I gotta share it. So I really was like, you know what, I need to turn some things around, and I need to step it up a bit. And so I started doing just a few little things, some little extra posts on social media, and calling some of my own clients. And I was like, holy crap, I started getting emails, from people from my social media posts. And all of a sudden, this week I started 5 new clients. I turned one of my coaching clients into a personal training client right there. So there's one of my clients right there. And then also I have another one of my longtime great friend clients, Isabel in the back, that's probably been with me, 12, 13 years. So anyway, I have had an amazing journey, honestly. I mean, not that there wasn't struggle, because trust me, struggle was there. So I grew up in a single home. I had a brother and a sister, a single mom. My dad wasn't around. He was an alcoholic, and he was not present. So I grew up with an amazing mother that provided love, stability. I'm so grateful for that, and I wish she would have been here, and I actually didn't even tell her because she had something going on, and I didn't want her to cancel to come here for me, because I wanted her to go visit her friends. But I'm so passionate about what I do that there's so many things that I can say. But so I started out in a small town in Snyder, Texas, if anybody knows where that is. So I was kind of a country girl, which actually when I take this off shortly, I'm going to country dance after this to kind of get my cardio in. So, but I am from Snyder, Texas, and so small town, country girl. Got married whenever I was 19. And I worked for an attorney for a couple of years, and then my husband at the time graduated college, the junior college in town, and we moved to San Angelo, Texas, and that's where my attorney I worked for really encouraged me, you need to go back to school. So what did I want to do? The only thing I could think of was, I could be a coach because I was an athlete, or do something where I can stay in shape and, I can help other people too. So it was kind of a win-win for both, right? So I went to college and I graduated in 3.5 years and then moved here to San Antonio because he had a job with USAA. And so I thought, maybe I'll try to get a job there in corporate fitness. And that didn't work out. So Racquetball Fitness actually hired me, and I started there, if anybody's from here, way back in 2000 is when I graduated college. And I started working for them as a personal trainer with no certification. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with this at the time. And so I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So I got hired. They gave me 90 days to get certified. And I ended up getting my first client, which happened to be the goddaughter of the owner of the company, if anyone knows. And she was my first really success, which she lost 80 pounds. And I saw how she transformed her life, her whole mindset, her confidence. She met someone, she got married within the year, it completely changed her life. So not just physically, but just all around, just changed her life. And I fell in love with the process of changing people's lives. And so I worked for Racquetball Fitness for 4.5 years, and I was always one of the top trainers. They did have us go to like contract labor, and but they kind of treated it as like a wicked stepchild for a couple of years, and I was just like, man, I don't like the way this feels. And so I kept praying, and I was like, what do I do next? So I remember it was like Christmas of 2004, and I had gone away and had a couple of days, and I was like thinking like my next year's goals and what I'm gonna do, and this name came up, Unique Physique, and that's what I decided to name my business when I opened it up in January of 2005. And I decided to branch off on my own, and I had literally had zero money, no money at all. So if you are somebody wanting to start a business, like, let me tell you, I kind of know how to do it. So basically I got, say 10 clients. They ended up investing in sessions. I was like, I don't want anybody to give me money. I'm gonna work for it. So I got, 10 clients, probably got about $10,000, found a little space that was up the road that I knew all my clients would go to. So it's about 1,000 square feet. And I bought some equipment and painted and made it look all bougie, kind of little boutique style. And I opened up in January of 2005. And here we are, it's almost 2020, and I'm still in business. So, yeah. It kind of gives me chills because I honestly never in a million years would have thought that I would be where I am right now. And one of the things that I really attribute it to is I decided in 2001, I was going through a divorce. That whole breakup process, was never fun. And so I decided I've got to do something for myself. So I decided to compete. I decided I wanted to do fitness, but I didn't do all the back handsprings and all that crazy stuff. I was a cheerleader, but I just, at like 26 years old, 25 years old, whatever, like learning gymnastics was probably going to be like a little hard. So I decided they started a figure competition, which was the fitness without the routine round. And so I thought, I'm going to do that. So one of my certifications that I did, there was a bodybuilder, and he coached people. So I was like, hey, can you help me? So I trained, and I trained hard, and I dieted hard, and I meal prepped, and I was probably doing a little bit too much now that I know a little bit more, but I was doing like 2 hours of cardio a day, like AM, PM, lifting weights 6 times a week, and completely transformed my body, right? But not only did it transform my body, it transformed my mind. Like, I never in a million years thought that I would be where I am today, but I guarantee you, taking myself, setting a goal, and busting my ass to get on stage to look the best that I can, that right there is what took me to the next level. So, so a lot of people don't necessarily take their health and their fitness seriously, but let me tell you, you invest in yourself. That's the best thing that you can possibly do, is to invest in yourself, because nobody can take that away from you. Like, when you're down in the dumps, but you know where you've been and you know how to get there, you can get back up. But unless you take yourself and you commit and you put everything into taking yourself to another level, like, it just takes you, it builds self-confidence, it makes you love yourself, it gives you self-worth, and those things nobody can take from you. Yeah, you might have a little bit of time here or there where you get hurt. I mean, I'm still single. I'm almost 44. And so, I've had plenty of heartbreak in between there. But you know what? It's usually me going, you know what? I'm worth more than this. Like, I'm worth more than this. So to me, it's like, that was the pivotal moment of my life was me taking those 6 months to train myself to do something that I never did before. And it pulled out all of those things that got me to where I am today. So, and that, like, I'm super proud of. But not only that, the best thing about it all is I get to transform other people's lives. And that to me is way more rewarding than what I have accomplished. So that is the most amazing thing to me, the amazing feeling that knowing that I can have some little bit of impact in somebody else's life. And if I have that impact in somebody else's life to change, then that impact's going to impact someone else, and it's going to make a big difference in the world. And that's what I'm here to do. So I have owned my business now for 15 years. I do personal training. I do one-on-one coaching. I also do boot camps. I do small group training. I teach like a core moves class. So I do a lot of different things. I do online. I have a client in New York that I do FaceTime sessions with from her basement gym. So I basically just customize programs for people to meet them where they are and work with them. And just to take my client from I never in a million years, like I got this client off of Instagram, and I probably could do a whole lot more with the whole social media thing. But I've done pretty good. I got like 10,000 followers on my Unique Physique, and I think I got about almost 8,000 on my Sonya one, pretty much by myself. So, but I got this client in New York that's a coach for the Tony Robbins team from my Unique Physique, posting. So that was really awesome. But what the coolest thing is to see her talking on the phone. Going on FaceTime, getting to know this person on FaceTime, and then seeing her body transform from miles and miles and miles away. And so then her tell me that, her inflammation markers for her Hashimoto's is down, and, all the other health things that she had, like those numbers look better. And those are the things that like really make a difference in my life, is because I can go to bed at night and know that I'm making an impact. And so that's really, really awesome for me. So, my take to you, I was like, when I was trying to think about like what do I tell these people? Hopefully, besides inspiring you to maybe like take, if you don't already have fitness and eating, nutrition into your life, like to add that, because again, if you're able to invest in yourself, then that's going to just show, it's going to resonate if you're healthy, if you're well, if you love yourself, like your confidence. So investing in yourself is like the best thing that you can do as a business owner. Anybody, but as a business owner, because it is hard. It's hard. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of hustle every single day. So taking the time to invest in your health and wellness is definitely key. And then I was thinking, okay, what kind of, I don't know who I'm going to be talking to. And so, my other thing is that I'm really passionate about, obviously, is making a difference in other people's lives. And so I really feel like that, when you feel like you are confident and you love yourself, it is going to make your business grow and be more successful. And so that to me is, my take to you is invest in yourself. Like that's the best thing that you can do, is invest in you and your wellness, because no one else can take that away from you. When you're down, you got that. Like you can get back up a lot quicker than if you're not. So, and I know, because I'm just like everyone else, that, we struggle with that. And, I even sent a picture to two of my friends and JJ, and I'm like, is this too much? So, it's like, okay, like, my deal is that I actually wear things because I feel good. I don't dress for anyone else. I create my own style. I do my thing because it makes me feel good, not because I really even care that much about what anyone else thinks. So I've really just tried to get in that mindset too, of not really caring so much as what other people think, as if I feel good, because usually if I feel good, then it's gonna, resonate to everyone else as well. And so anyway, I don't know if I went over, I don't know how long I went, but that's about all that I'm gonna say without digging into all the past, and all of this and that. If you're interested in, fitness, wellness, coaching, or in studio, like I said, my studio is at Callahan in Fredericksburg, so it's nice and centrally located around town. If you want to follow me, I do a lot of motivational postings and tips and stuff like that. I have Sonia Ramish and Unique Physique. I have some cards and brochures around. There's some pins too with my info on it on Instagram. I'm also Sonia Ramish, which is like SONYAROEMISCH. Like, you're gonna remember that. I would pick one of those up because you will probably not remember that. And then Unique Physique is spelled with a Y, so it's like YOUNIQUE, because I really feel like that everybody is different in what their needs are. Everybody's health is different, their health issues. I deal with so many people with so many different issues. It's unbelievable. But the other, cool thing is that a few years ago, I ended up getting an LLC for Unique Fitness and Wellness, because my goal, which I'll add this on, is that I plan on adding in more like holistic health coaching, because I really believe that you can heal the body from within. I do some of that now, but not to the level that I want to. So I'm trying to grow my team so I can get away and get some more certifications and some more education and things like that, because I really feel like that's an important piece, the whole body. And then I ended up where I lost my train of thought. I ended up a couple of years ago trademarking Unique Physique. So I have my own trademark program. Sometimes I forget, so I don't really like to talk about myself and tell some of the things. Like I told her, like, I don't know, what do you want to know? Like, I got 7th in worlds in WBFF bikini competition last year. I was 40 when I got published for the first time, and now I've been published in 3 different fitness magazines. So you're never too old, that's for sure. But again, it's like, what do I tell? I really like to tell the story of how much I'm passionate about changing people's lives, because that's really what's important, not about what I've accomplished, but what I can do to help other people make more impact and get healthy and well, because that's what is rewarding to me. So I will leave y'all with that.
All right, give her one more applause. Thank you.